So Avengers Endgame just came out, so while we're all in a bit of a Marvel frenzy, I wanted to talk today about all the Doctor Who actors who have appeared in the Marvel movies. With the help of IMDb's advanced search collaboration feature, I have over 50 actors who have appeared in both Doctor Who and the MCU, or as we should call it maybe for today, the MC Who. So I'm super excited to share those crossover actors with you today on the Doctor Who Guide.
The best box set that you can buy for Doctor Who.
Hey guys, welcome back to the Doctor Who Guide, an awesome community of fans working together so that you and I can grow our knowledge collection and connection with other Doctor Who fans. If you like what you see here today and would like to support the channel, you can do that by using the Amazon links in the description down below, or by going to the drwhoguyde.com/Amazon and clicking on your Amazon website and then making an order. Those are affiliate links, so whenever you use those links and then make an order, I may get a small commission. So thank you so much, it really does help support the channel. There are a ton of crew members who have worked both on the Marvel movies as well as Doctor Who. There are so many stunt performers and visual effects artists and even musicians, and they are not in this list today. In order to get on this list today, you have to have been an actor either in any of the Marvel movies or in Doctor Who or any of its spin-offs. Let's dive right in movie order with Iron Man. There's nobody to cover because there were no crossover actors between Doctor Who and Iron Man. Next up is the Incredible Hulk, and once again we don't have any actors who were both in the Incredible Hulk and Doctor Who. But in Iron Man 2 we have Glenn Foster. Now he's not technically an actor, but I wanted to give him a special shout out because he is Robert Downey Jr.'s stunt double, and he has been in many Marvel movies since. So we'll see him a lot on this list, and he was also a stunt performer in Doctor Who Tooth and Claw. We're going to move on to Thor, where we have one actor, Josh Dallas. Now he played one of Thor's squad members. Fandral was the name. He also played Node 2 in Silence in the Library. Now we're moving on to Captain America, the First Avenger, and the first crossover person on our list is Nick Hobbs. Now he did stunts in Captain America. However, in Doctor Who, he played Mr. Nainby. And in classic Doctor Who, he played a lot of characters, most notably Agador, all sorts of other roles. David McKail played Johann Schmidt's artist, and he also played Sergeant Kyle in classic Doctor Who. After that is Tim Howard, who played a soldier uncredited in Captain America, and he also played a highwayman from Sam Swift's gang, as well as a villager in The Time of the Doctor. Holly Lumsden did stunts in Captain America, and also was a stunt performer in Rose. She also played an Auton in that episode. Caroline Royce was a dancer in Captain America and played a weeping angel. Kieran O'Connor played, get this, Loud Jerk. That's what he's credited as, but he was also a prison guard in Doctor Who: The Impossible Astronaut. Tony Lucken did stunts in Captain America, and he also played De Flores in The Curse of the Black Spot, and he was a stunt performer in 5 other episodes of Doctor Who. Martin Sherman played Brant's aide in Captain America, and he was credited simply as Man in Hellbent. Joe McLaren did stunts in Captain America and was a stunt coordinator for 6 episodes of Doctor Who and a stunt performer for 2 episodes. However, it was in the Doctor Who spin-off Torchwood where she got her acting credit, and that was for Murdered Woman. Tobias James-Samuels played a waiter in Doctor Who Voyage of the Damned and was an uncredited soldier in Captain America. Colin Stinton was a New York taxi driver uncredited in Captain America and played the president in Doctor Who: The Sound of Drums. Michael Brandon is next up. He played Senator Brandt in Captain America. Michael played General Sanchez in Doctor Who: The Stolen Earth. Toby Jones played Dr. Arnim Zola in Captain America, and he played the Dream Lord in Doctor Who: Amy's Choice. Jenna Coleman is very famous in Doctor Who circles and has appeared in around 40 Doctor Who episodes playing the character of Clara. However, in Captain America, she played Connie. David Bradley is also famous in Doctor Who circles for playing the Doctor. In Captain America, he played the Tower Keeper. Both the Avengers and Iron Man 3 don't have any crossover actors. However, Glenn Foster did play the stunt double for Robert Downey Jr. in both of these films. In Thor: The Dark World, we once again have Nick Hobbs doing stunts. Gruffudd Glyn played Policeman Number 2 in Thor: The Dark World, and in Doctor Who: The Woman Who Lived, he played Pikeman Lloyd Llewellyn. Julian Seager played a marauder uncredited in Thor: The Dark World. In Doctor Who: The Girl Who Died, he played a Viking, and in Nightmare in Silver, he played Big Red. did. Bern Collaço also played a police officer in Thor the Dark World. However, in Doctor Who, he played in the episode Thin Ice a Georgian soldier and an office operator in The Return of Dr. Mysterio. Christopher Eccleston played Malekith in Thor the Dark World, as well as playing the Ninth Doctor in 13 fantastic Doctor Who episodes. Tony Curran played Boar, uncredited, in Thor the Dark World, and in Doctor Who he played the lovely Vincent van Gogh in Doctor Who Vincent and the Doctor. Talulah Riley played a nurse in Thor the Dark World, as well as Miss Evangelista in Silence in the Library and Forest of the Dead. Martin Fox played a police officer in Thor the Dark World, and was also a unit soldier in Doctor Who The Sound of Drums. Ramone Morgan played John in Thor the Dark World, as well as Tobias in Doctor Who The Caretaker. Sophie Cosson played Wench Number 1 in Thor the Dark World, as well as Julie from Doctor Who Night Terrors. Now we're on to Captain America the Winter Soldier, and Toby Jones is back as Dr. Arnim Zola. Mark Hutchings is technically not an actor, but I needed to include him on this list because he was a rigging gaffer for Captain America the Winter Soldier, but he also was a gaffer for 150 episodes of Doctor Who. What does a gaffer do? I don't really know, but I think they're helpful. Please enlighten me in the comments down below. Now we're on to Guardians of the Galaxy with our first actor, Clem So. He played a Klin prisoner in Guardians of the Galaxy, as well as a bunch of uncredited roles in 10 Doctor Who episodes. Naomi Ryan played a Nova Centurion in Guardians of the Galaxy, as well as Cassandra in Doctor Who Asylum of the Daleks. Alison Lintott played a sad woman with horns in Guardians of the Galaxy, as well as a nurse in Doctor Who World Enough and Time. Julian Seager is back playing a prisoner, uncredited, in Guardians of the Galaxy. And Bern Collaço is also back on this list, this time playing a Morag citizen. Spencer Wilding plays a mean guard in the Guardians of the Galaxy, and in Doctor Who he played Skaldak in Cold War. He played the Wooden King in The Doctor, the Widow, and the Wardrobe, and he played the Creature in The God Complex. He also played Darth Vader in Rogue One, a Star Wars story. What? Christopher Fairbank played the Broker in Guardians of the Galaxy, as well as Fenton in Doctor Who Flatline. Peter Serafinowicz played Denarian Sal in Guardians of the Galaxy, as well as voicing the Fisher King in Before the Flood. Karen Gillan plays, of course, Nebula in Guardians of the Galaxy. She's also famous for playing Amy Pond in many episodes of Doctor Who. Now we're on to Avengers Age of Ultron. Rocky Taylor was a stunt performer in Age of Ultron, and in Doctor Who, he played a stunt guard in The Curse of Peladon, as well as an Egyptian warrior in The Golden Death, 1966. He was also a stunt performer in Doctor Who The Idiot's Lantern. Greg Powell was a stunt coordinator on Avengers Age of Ultron, but he played a knight in Doctor Who The Time Monster Episode 3. Paul Huesman was a stunt performer for Age of Ultron, and in Doctor Who Silver Nemesis Parts 1 and 2, he played a Nazi. Roy Street was a stunt performer for Avengers Age of Ultron. In Doctor Who, he was a unit motorcyclist in Terror of the Autons, and he was a stunt guard in Doctor Who The Curse of Peladon. Danielle Saunders played a S.H.I.E.L.D. agent in Age of Ultron, and in Doctor Who was a unit soldier for the Centauran Stratagem, Turn Left, and Nightmare in Silver. Nick Hobbs is back as a stunt performer in Avengers Age of Ultron. Joe McLaren is also back as a stunt performer. David Olawale Ayinde was a Somalian ship worker in Age of Ultron, and in Doctor Who he played a Georgian worker in Thin Ice and an Edwardian working class in Doctor Who The Pilot. Bentley Kalu played Kalaue's mercenary, and he was Hood in Doctor Who The Angels Take Manhattan. Glenn Foster is back as a stunt double for Robert Downey Jr. And Julian Bleach, famous in Doctor Who circles for playing Davros in The Stolen Earth and Journey's End and The Magician's Apprentice and The Witch's Familiar, played a ballet instructor in Age of Ultron. Neil Fingleton was a motion capture actor for Ultron, as well as a stunt performer in Age of Ultron, and he played the Fisher King in Before the Flood. Now we're on to Ant-Man. Gareth Griffiths was a musician contractor in 3 episodes of Doctor Who. That's Rosa, Demons of the Punjab, and Resolution. However, he got his acting credit as a manservant in Doctor Who The Girl in the Fireplace. Now we're on to Captain America Civil War, which is no crossover actors other than Glenn Foster, once again back as a stunt double. Next up is Doctor Strange. Tina Simmons played a New York tourist, uncredited. Back in 1966, she played an Inferno customer in Doctor Who The War Machines Episode 1. Kevin Hudson played a nurse in Doctor Strange and played a bunch of different roles in 27 episodes of Doctor Who, most often playing Cybermen. Sheena Shihoko Nagai played a martial artist and a waitress in Doctor Strange, and played a Tokyo operator in Doctor Who The Return of Dr. Mysterio. Eben Young played Dr. Weiss in Doctor Strange, and in Doctor Who he played Colonel Don Brabbit. Mark Anthony Brighton played Daniel Drum in Doctor Strange, and he played Colonel Albero in Doctor Who The Time of the Doctor. Clem So is back on our list, this time as a Camartage disciple. Lucy Davenport was part of an ADR loop group voice in Doctor Strange, and played Pale Woman in Gridlock. Bern Collaço is back on our list, this time as an orderly in Doctor Strange. Meera Syal played Dr. Patel in Doctor Strange, and in Doctor Who she played Nazreen Chaudhry in The Hungry Earth and Cold Blood. Now we're on to Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. Starting off our list is Ben Browder, who played Sovereign Admiral in Guardians of the Galaxy, and in Doctor Who played Isaac in A Town Called Mercy. Karen Gillan is of course back as Nebula for this movie. Next up is Spider-Man Homecoming. First on our list is George Cottle, who was a stunt coordinator. And in Doctor Who though, he was credited as Man Who Attacks the Judoon QV. We also have Glenn Foster back once again as Robert Downey Jr.'s stunt double. Now we're on to Thor Ragnarok, and the only crossover actor we have for that movie is Lucy Davenport, once again doing ADR loop group voice, but this time for Thor Ragnarok. Next up is Black Panther, and we have George Cottle back, this time as supervising stunt coordinator, and also did additional photography. Danny Sapani played a border tribe elder in Black Panther, and he played Colonel Manton in Doctor Who A Good Man Goes to War. Daniel Kaluuya played Wakabi in Black Panther, and he played Barclay in Doctor Who Planet of the Dead. Letitia Wright, of course, played Shuri in Black Panther, and played Anassin in Doctor Who Face the Raven. Now we're on to Avengers Infinity, which once again had Glenn Foster back as a stunt double for Robert Downey Jr. It also had Letitia Wright back as Shuri and Karen Gillan back as Nebula. Now we're on to Ant-Man and the Wasp, which has George Cottle back as a stunt coordinator. Rion Steele played Catherine Starr in Ant-Man and the Wasp, and played Queen Nefertiti in Doctor Who Dinosaurs on a Spaceship. Now we're on to Captain Marvel, which has Dwayne Henry playing a Talos Kree soldier, and in Doctor Who Midnight he played Mechanic Claude. Gemma Chan played Minerva in Captain Marvel, and in Doctor Who The Waters of Mars played Mia Bennett. Now we're on to Avengers Endgame. Do be aware, I will be naming two actors and one stunt double who are back for this movie, so if you don't want any sort of spoilers for that, this is the time to leave. Glenn Foster is once again back as Robert Downey Jr.'s stunt double, Karen Gillan is back as Nebula, and Letitia Wright is back as Shuri. Comment down below with your favorite crossover and what other Doctor Who actors you would love to see in Marvel films. Now, if I had time to research also the Marvel TV shows and stuff, we could have seen that David Tennant, who played the 10th Doctor in Doctor Who, also played, I think, Kilgrave in Jessica Jones. I'm sure there are some other awesome connections there, so definitely comment down below if I've missed any crossovers. Thank you so much for watching, don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!